everybody, welcome back. Today I was gonna do a denture video. I know that some of y'all probably know that a while back I had all my teeth removed and had dentures done. So I'm gonna try to, ow, you know what, when you have your hair like this, it's really hard to hit your head. I'm just saying, like, my hand's got so many products on it, it's ridiculous. Okay, that's not, that's kind of, that has nothing to do with this video, so we're just gonna disregard that statement, okay? But, I figured that maybe I could touch on some things that would help others that, we're gonna have to go through the same thing, or that are thinking about doing it themselves. But anyway, I really, like, I've always had bad teeth. I didn't take care of them when I was younger, and I wasn't really made to take care of them that I remember. I'm sure if I was, my mother will correct me somewhere down below. But I don't ever remember being, like, made to take care of my teeth. And I just had horrible teeth. Like, everybody in my family that I know of has really bad teeth. And so last year, it was March of last year, I decided, well, it was before that, but I had been thinking about it for a while. Like, your teeth have a lot to do with your self-esteem and how you think of yourself and how you look, you know, a lot of different, how you feel, a lot of different things. So I had been thinking a while about getting something done about mine. And I'm smoking. I don't normally smoke on screen, but this is going to be a long video, so too bad. I had been thinking about it for a while. Well, I started the process, it was probably 4 months before I had actually had all my teeth pulled. So the end of March of last year, which would have been 2018, I had all my teeth removed, and had dentures done. As far as the surgery process, it wasn't bad. My mouth did hurt a little bit, not as much as these videos, and, like, I made myself sick with watching these videos and reading stuff online. Don't do that. Everybody's different, and we all have different pain tolerances. We all have, you know, just because it hurt one person doesn't mean it's gonna hurt the next person, and just because one person had a good experience doesn't mean the other person will have a good experience. It just really depends on you. But like, I was actually put under to have all my teeth pulled, because some of them, they were gonna have, like my back ones, they were gonna have to surgically remove. They were that bad. Like, most of them were broke down off way down at the skin, and yeah, the skin, the gums. It was pretty, my mouth was pretty bad. And which is one of the reasons why until this year you never see me on camera, because I was, like, really embarrassed about it, and now I'm not. But the surgery was not that bad. I was really groggy. Like, I slept pretty much the whole first day, from where they put me under, but when after they put me, after I come out, like after I had the surgery and stuff, I had immediate dentures. Yeah. So they like pretty much what they did was put my dentures over what they had pulled out, and then put cotton like in between my mouth to keep the dentures there. The place that I went to have my teeth surgically removed was not like, they didn't actually make the dentures there. If you're gonna get immediate dentures, I would suggest to go to a place that actually sells the dentures too, versus like I did, because the only pain I really had was from my dentures rubbing, and I was afraid to take them out of my mouth because I was afraid I wouldn't be able to get them back in. And not to mention, I was really embarrassed that I didn't have teeth, so I didn't want to take them out at all. Sorry. But I finally got to the point where I just didn't care, and I was like, whatever, these things hurt, and I just took them out and waited. Like, I don't remember it being very painful, except for like I said, my dentures where they didn't fit properly because they couldn't size them there. Rubbed my mouth really bad right here, and so that was painful. But other than that, I don't really remember anything as far as it really hurting, like the incisions or anything like that hurting. I really didn't have any problems. Like, my stitches took, I think it was like 6 weeks or something like that to come out, and I literally sat there and fooled with my stitches and pulled them out myself. It didn't hurt. The worst part of the whole process is that they don't care how they take your teeth out. They just like until they come out. And I had a lot of bone come out from the front bottom part of my mouth, like right here. That was kind of painful, but it probably wouldn't have been as bad if I wouldn't sit there and try to dig the bone out, because it was annoying. It was more annoying than it hurt. So yeah, that was kind of painful. Some people will tell you they had a lot of bone come out. I really didn't, but that's a possibility, because different people, different places do it different ways. And I'm sorry about all the sniffling. I can't blow my nose on this side of my nose, so yeah. But anyway, like I said, I don't remember it being painful. The bone was probably the worst part. But the things you need to be prepared for, like really prepared for, is your dentures are not going to fit. It doesn't matter what they do. Your dentures aren't going to fit until at least 6 months. And this is where I would advise, because of my experience, to wait the 6 weeks. You would probably have better luck of getting the dentures that fit. The pros to getting immediate dentures, or that they kind of act as a band-aid, so nothing, like if you drink something or whatever, it's like over top of your gums. You don't feel it. You don't feel like when you breathe, like the air going in your mouth, or drink getting down in it or whatever. It kind of acts as a band-aid. But the cons are that it rubs. They rub because they don't fit. So if I would have known that and not been so vain that I cared that I absolutely had to have teeth afterwards, I would have waited the 6 weeks, and because they would have gotten a better fit. But your dentures are not going to fit properly regardless. They're not going to look right. They're not going to be pleasant at all in the beginning. I think it took about 8 months after, 6 to 8 months, I'll say, for them to actually fit my dentures down to where they actually were comfortable and looked right. Up until that point, they were always too big. They were too big for my mouth. Like, the teeth looked weird. It was just the whole thing. Like, this is not an easy process. It's not a process that goes like this. You have to have patience with this process. And those of you who know me know I have no patience. So, yeah, that didn't work out very well for me. But, it is totally worth it. Like, I don't have any pain in my mouth or anything like that, anymore. Like, I constantly used to have toothaches and abscessed teeth and that always made me feel like crap, and now I don't have to really worry about that. So I am glad I had it done. You will be glad you had it done. You just have to get past that point to where it's very annoying at the beginning, and like until about 6 to 8 months, you just think that this shit is never gonna, like, it's never gonna fit. You're never gonna look right again. But you will get there. It just takes time, and it takes patience, and patience is not a virtue for me. So yeah, I had no patience with the process. But I did get my dentures done at Affordable Denture. I don't really care for the place. I've heard a lot of bad things about a lot of the Affordable Dentures now since I've had this done. I've had friends that tell me that their experience wasn't good at all. I've also had people tell me that they did have a good experience. So, you know, it just depends. But I chose to go to them for the simple fact that you got your immediate denture for, you got 2 sets of dentures. You got your immediate denture and your permanent denture. And there's a fly in here, and it doesn't like me, or likes me too well, or something. But anyway, you got your immediate denture and your permanent denture. And your immediate denture is pretty much to last you until a year. And then you get your permanent denture. And so they will redo it for up to a year, even if it takes making a whole nother denture, however many times it takes. And then I just went back and got my permanent set, like a week ago. So they do, to me, look a lot different than the immediate denture that I had. Like the first set that I had after I got these done, after I got everything pulled, I swear to God, made me look like a beaver. Like, they hung out like this far down. They were horrible. But eventually they will look better, and nobody will be able to notice the difference. Trying to think of anything that I had problems with that I should share. Like, the only real problem I had with, as far as how my dentures fit, was that the plate in the back, the plate up here, like, they had to shave off some of the back part of my dentures because it made me gag. Like, every time I moved my mouth, whether it was to talk or drink or whatever, like, it would hit my gag reflex at the top of my mouth, and it would make me feel like I was going to puke my teeth out. That's not a fun feeling, just throwing that out there. So they did have to, like, curve mine a little bit, and I'll show you that on my immediate dentures. But it takes a while to get used to them. It's not just like an overnight thing. You will have gagging, you will be uncomfortable. I tried to wear mine in the beginning, like, all the time to get used to them. Like, I still don't eat with my dentures because I don't feel like there's enough room in my mouth to eat. So, there's that. Some people can eat with them no problem. I haven't really tried to eat with them since I've gotten my permanent ones. I'm just used to not, flopping them in my hand and eating like I want to. So I haven't put any interest into actually trying to eat with these. But I know a lot of people that do. I guess it's like everything else. It's what you get used to. And if you get used to eating with them in, then you can do it. And I probably could, but I like food too much. And I would like to eat and not fool around with how I'm supposed to eat or figure out how to eat. I guess is what I'm saying. But yeah. So I will show that fly. Really, I wish it would go away. Seriously, it's been bugging me all day. It just don't want to go away. But anyway, these are my immediate dentures. They actually had to redo my immediate dentures like 3 different times. And then after 6 months, you go back for what they call a soft reline, and it kind of like snugs up your dentures. And after that, you're pretty good. Like, they fit pretty much perfect from that point. But anyway, sorry, people are messaging me. But these were my, I figured out in a minute. These were my immediate dentures, if you want to call them that, because they were like the 3rd set. But this is kind of what they look like. And right here is what I was talking about, too, if you can see that. Most people's dentures go straight across. They had to kind of like curve mine in because where I couldn't stand them at the back of my throat. But that's pretty much what the top looks like. Trying to get it so I can actually see. And then this is what the bottom looks like. And then these, sorry, my camera looked like it was gonna fall. I'm trying to make sure it's not actually, gonna fall. These, as you can see, are a lot different than those. I'm not gonna take them out of my mouth because that's gross. I think it's gross. But, like, I don't know if y'all can see the difference. But these to me looked fake. Like, all of your teeth are not the same length. So, And these are kind of longer. And then, you know, like your pointy teeth are actually pointy in these. These, you can see if maybe, like, these are all pretty much like the same length, and it just doesn't look good. But these actually are the same length. It's like your normal teeth would be. So they do like fit a whole lot snugger, and they feel better than those did. Like, they made these in like thicker material too. So yeah, like these, again, I'm not gonna pull them out because I think that would be gross. But like, you can see how thick these are. And like the ones I have in my mouth now, you can pretty much see through the pink that's in them. So they're a whole lot thinner. It makes it feel a whole lot better. The only thing I really can't do is like talk really fast, because then my bottom flops out of my mouth. That's kind of sucks, and it's kind of funny all at the same time if you think about it. But like, I'm so glad that I had it done, and not really ashamed to have fake teeth, because you know what, at least I don't have to hurt anymore. My kids get really angry because like we go out to eat or something, and I'm like into a paper towel and just eat, and they're like, "Mom, why do you do that? That's gross." But if we can't aggravate the shit out of our kids, then what fun is that? But I guess that's pretty much it that I can think of right now. So if y'all do have any questions, just let me know. Leave them in the comments or message me, and I'll be glad to answer your questions if I can. And if I can't, I'll try to find you the answers that you need. But overall, I'm really, really happy. Like, I've had people ask me, you're only 32, how do you feel about not having teeth like a grandma? I don't look at it like that. I look at it like, you know, I had such a hard time with my teeth, and I don't have to anymore. And so it don't, obviously, if I'm sitting here talking to y'all about it on YouTube, it doesn't really faze me that people know that I have fake teeth and that I'm as young as I am, or I say young, but I guess 32 is not really that young, is it? It's not really that old yet either, so, you know. Anyway, this video is already 24 minutes long, so if you have questions, let me know. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And if you've had the same thing done and had a similar experience, leave that down below too. I'd like to hear about it. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. I done said that, sorry. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.